And welcome back. The London Borough of Hounslow. You may not have heard it. I used to live in that place. We're talking about 40 years ago. Now they're changing their tariffs of how you park their car in the borough. It will be all based on the emissions of your vehicle. How a parked car can pollute when it's parked and the engine is not on. I find that really amazing. It's all just a raking money. It's probably run by the Labour Party, the borough, all their councillors, all wokey dodos. And you've got to think it's it has turned into a shithole in the last 40 years or so. I have seen a recent video. Someone done an audit on Hounslow, and I tell you, it looks like if it was one of those places which came out from a world country, but went in the bloody West. How come is that? You know, open borders policies and every Tom, Dick and Harry, whatever you are you coming in to live off the British taxpayers' backs. It's basically like that. You got to take into account people of this borough of Hounslow. There's Heathrow Airport next to it. And God knows every half an hour, 20 minutes a plane takes off. And when it takes off, it's a lot of noise it does. And so-called emissions as well. Did they done something about that? No. It's a real disaster. And the cheek asking for car parking in a shithole like that, especially a socialist shithole. You got poverty, which absolutely is out of scene for a country like that. No, for a town like that. And obviously, 1 in 2 Londoners happens to be illegal. Well, there's a possibility most of these people who live in these boroughs are illegals anyway. Seeing its ethnic minority type like Indian, Pakistani, it always has been like that. But mind you, it has become worse. But what about the crimes? The knife crimes in this borough. It's one in the probably top 10 boroughs in London with knife crimes. And instead of making London more better, you just letting these every Tom, Dick and Harrys and just making life hell for the locals. But they don't bother resolving the problems of the people. All of them, not just Hounslow. And they tend to, you know, on dinghy divers to concentrate local taxpayers' money. You know how local taxpayers' money, like a council tax and other things, they're squandered. Every borough is in deficit, and they got the money to splash out on so-called asylum seekers instead of fixing the joint up. This is a socialist paradise. They become more richer, you become more poorer. This is the message that people should get in their heads. So boycott Hounslow altogether, don't bother visiting it. It's a socialist shithole.